Hello everyone, it's your favorite Uncle Bob X video, and we're back at you with another 2-for-1 special of the Earthrise Hoist and Trailbreaker. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which type video or what else you'd like to see in the video. So onto the figures themselves. Here we have them in their truck, SUV, esque type almost, and they look really good. So let's take a quick look at Trailbreaker. So yes, I do think I have a misfired pin on mine because no matter how hard I squeeze, this does not go back in, where this side is flat. And especially if you look at Hoist, you can see that his are flat as well. So that leads me to believe this is a misfired pin. Sucks, but what can I do without breaking the figure? But anyways, you get the nice Autobot symbol front and center. You get the nice silver bumper. And just a quick PSA, this whole hood section is transparent plastic, as you can see by where the bumper is. So just be cautious, because we know how this Earthrise plastic was. But you do get the nice yellow, orange, red, right there. Get a little bit of a stripe going on. And you even get a 4WD. He's just missing the 0 for that WD-40. He may need it, I don't know. He is kind of old, so, but you do get painted taillights, which is rare. Now these silver bits are just part of the knees, legs, however you want to play it. So it kind of acts like a bumper in a sense. So yeah, looks really good. Yeah, you do have hands just poking down, but oh well, what can you do? Would have been nice to see maybe fold up somehow, but alas, it does not. So now he rolls, I don't know, he just doesn't like to either roll on this surface or doesn't do it in general, because there is clearance between the hands and the wheels. So the hands aren't dragging, and obviously the leg stuff isn't dragging, so leads me to believe he does not like this surface. But anyways, let's take a look at Hoist. So just like Trailbreaker, you get the Autobot symbol front and center. You get a little bit of paint chippage. So bumper done nicely in silver. Get the nice caution stripe throughout. Yeah, still the hanging fist, but oh well. And the rims are picked out in some silver. You get some orange for the tail lights. Could have been another coat on this side. It is a little bit sloppy, but overall not too bad. And he does roll a little bit better than Trailbreaker. So there is that. Now as far as play features, he doesn't have any, but for Hoist, if you just get these sections out of the way, untab this and swing it around, and it will kind of tab into place, fold these back. He can haul a Transformer. Now he can't really haul Trailbreaker because his wheelbase is a little bit higher, but if we bring in our size comparison, you can kind of get him to do it. There's certain figures that he likes to, hold on to. I think this is one of the figures I have that he doesn't like to, but he can actually haul a figure. So, but while we have him here we have a G2 Sideswipe as the size comparison. So you can see they're pretty decent sized vehicles. And keep in mind, these two are deluxes. This is back when I guess they were trying to experiment. Hey, what can we get away with? And, I think it's okay. So getting him set off to the side, and I'm just going to fold this back up. So get this untabbed and fold it around, and it will just tab right in. Fold this back, and it does have a little rolling wheel, which is nice. Now, as far as accessories go, they each come with their literal hand cannon. So Trailbreakers get some nice silver throughout, or for the actual piece right here. So there's that. And Hoist gets this one, which again looks nice. And these can store on the alt modes. Hoist can plug his either on either peg right here, port, or either port on the side. I opt for the ones on the side, so get that plugged in. And Trailbreakers just goes right on top. So get this plugged in. Now, I don't know how to try this. Okay, if you want to, you can plug them in onto the wheels and have absolutely ridiculousness going on. But let's be honest, they're meant to be up there. So, yeah, overall, not too shabby. Alt modes are pretty decent. Again, I think they could have used the Voyager treatment definitely. That'll be more apparent when we get into robot mode, so let's get down to it. So their transformations are 99% the same. It's only when we get to the backpacks that they're going to be different. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove their weaponry, and I'm going to set Hoist off to the side. So for the Trailbreaker mold, you just want to come back here, and you're going to pop this back section up. You also want to lift up the hood. This back section really tabs into place very, very well. So get this up if you can. It might help to get the doors untabbed and all that. So come on. Yeah, leave, man. Ugh. Don't make me have to go get my sweater. This piece also does come off, so don't worry, I didn't break it. See if I can get a... There we go. Sheesh. There we go. Alright, and this piece is also packed separately in the box if you get one that's mitten box. And it'll just go over that tab right there. So get this plugged back down and just double hinge this up to get it out of the way. Next, you want to come to the legs, untab them from the back of these side bits, swing this entire section down until it, oops, doesn't do that, tabs into place. And then you want to go ahead and swing around the feet. Swing around the feet. And there we got the lower half done. So going to raise up the camera. Alright. So for the arms, you just want to bring them down at the actual shoulder as far as you can. Might have to rotate the bicep. Then you want to swing this out. Rotate at the actual shoulder rotation, bring this down, rotate so the elbows are into properly, and if you had the fists rotated, go ahead and just bring them forward, and do the same thing for this side. So get this out, rotate, and rotate the fist if possible, or if needed, and there you go. And make sure that this snaps in. So next you want to just swing out the arm, so that way you can tab this hood section into place. Get this tapped in. You might have to angle back the crotch just a little bit. Next, you want to take the head and rotate it around. You also might have to get this out of the way. So get this, and it'll just kind of tab into place. Then rotate it back on this hinge right here. So this will just tab in. It should just tab in. Or actually want to tab in. Come on. There we go. And then for this section, you just want to bring it up on that double hinge, and it will tab into that red piece. Next, open up the this piece right here, swing out this section, and then swing out his shoulder gun. And there we go. There we have Trailbreaker in his robot mode. And yeah, it looks really good. So I'm going to set him off to the side, and I will get Hoist transformed. Alright, and here we have Hoist in his robot mode, and to get his backpack, transformed, you just want to bring these out at a 90-degree angle, untab this section right here. You want to untap the backpack to push this out from behind. Just reattach the backpack, tab this back into place, and get these up at about a 45-degree angle. And there you go. And there you have these two in almost their complete robot modes. We just got to attach their weaponry. So hoists will go on this side. Get that plug back down. And nope, you stay standing. Trailbreakers will plug in on this side. And there we go. There we have the completed look of Hoist and Trailbreaker. And I gotta say, they look really good. Not without issues. And I did see someone actually do a mod specifically to Trailbreaker where they cut off about half of this and just left it attached to the leg, which is pretty, smart. So, yeah. Let's take a quick look at Trailbreaker. I know names. Get the nice blue for the eyes. And that's pretty much all the paint. So going down the body. Yeah, you get a little bit of silver for the shins, so not too shabby. And I tried dusting him. He does not want to be dusted. I'll have to get some canned air. Yay. So stand. And bring in Hoist. So focus. Thank you. Get the nice blue for the eyes, gray for his mouth plate to kind of differentiate stuff. And it looks really good. So, once again, not too much paint on him other than silver on the shins. But they do look nice if it wasn't so blurry. Camera, hey, focus. Thank you. So, yeah. Now, as far as articulation, the heads are on ball joints. You get a little bit of side-to-side. You get some more side-to-side on Trailbreakers than Hoist. But you get the full 360. You get some upward, some downward. And the arms can do a full 360, albeit on a weird angle. And on Trailbreakers, this panel right here likes to get caught on his backpack. But you can move it around. So just get that around, get this back in place. The shoulders move up all the way, kind of loose, but probably some, whatever tightener. Get bicep rotation. You get over 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, almost a full 180. You get wrist rotation, and you still get the rotation at the wrist, even with the guns attached. You get waist rotation, albeit you get about that far before you start untabbing things, but that's about all you'll really need. Legs move forward that far, back that far, can do full splits. You get thigh rotation, you get a double jointed knee, and the feet have ankle tilt, so that's nice. Now for Trailbreaker, you can't get all the way back just due to how stuff is molded in here. So as far back as you get, otherwise he has the exact same level of articulation and all the other fun stuff. So yeah, it kind of sucks, but what can you do? So get this. Get him standing straight and get your arm down. Alrighty. So for a real quick size comparison, here we have G2 side swipe. So you can see that for the Carbot mold, they are pretty tall. And again, these are deluxes. Do I think that they could benefit from Voyager treatment? Yes, especially to fix this arm panel stuff, just make it a little bit more user-friendly, I guess, is a good way to put it. So, yeah. Overall, these figures are pretty good. Again, not without issues. Mainly, I know a lot of people, myself included, I don't care for how the arms work. They are just kind of janky, I guess. Especially in alt mode, like they're just hanging out. Not literally hanging out. There's just no where to put them or anything like that. Trailbreaker not getting the full backward on the movement does suck, but again, what else can you do other than maybe like trimming that up? Of course, you might run the risk of breaking something. So yeah, they're pretty decent figures. It's hard to say if you should track one down or not, just because they're like so middle of the road. It's like take it or leave it, I guess. So yeah, that just depends on your collection and your collection needs. But I think that is about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more video reviews.